GearNetwork.com.
This is a Gear Network production.
Fatman.
Sleazy.
I know we're going to talk about a lot of WWE crap this week. But isn't there other promotions out there?
There it is.
Shouldn't we review one of those shows?
That's over a month old because that's how we roll.
Sweet! Let's do it! Right? No?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that and more on The Wrestling Show. Welcome, everyone. This is Sleazy.
This is the Fatman.
And welcome, everyone, to another wonderful episode. Blue Smock and Nancy, they're awesome. They let us use that wonderful song and Selling Differences. You can find them on iTunes and Spotify. Fatman!
You got a little winded there.
Yes. Well, it's been a while since we've done this. Two quick things we want to talk about before we start. First of all, shopgear.com. Because we got to go right into it. Amazon. You love purchasing stuff from Amazon. I just purchased a brand new tablet off of Amazon.
I will be purchasing a brand new tablet off Amazon soon myself. So
I should show you a link to a great tablet. But we both go through the shopgear.com affiliate link. We paid the same price as if we were on Amazon. We also get paid for that. You know? How do you not win? How do you not win?
Plus, it's perfect for all your holiday shopping needs because it's that time. It's that time of the year.
Oh, goodness. We got so much shopping to do, and helping us through shopgear.com helps all sorts of wonderful things like that. It helps us stay on the air. The other thing is, we kind of joked about this, but we're actually taping this on Monday, November 12th, 2 days from now. We officially celebrate 6 fucking years of the wrestling show. Holy shit. So much for two assholes on a $3 mic talking about wrestling, huh?
We're still two assholes on a $3 mic talking about wrestling after 6 years.
Hey. I've upgraded to a $15 mic, okay? $14.99. We're actually going to do a live show to commemorate it. It's going to be, so mark your calendars, you guys, November 24th, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. It is a Saturday, I believe. Yes, it is Saturday.
Yep.
Day after Black Friday, I believe.
Yes.
Small Business Saturday, if you guys care. So go out. Enjoy Saturday. Enjoy all the festivities that comes with Small Business Saturday. Get your all wonderful merch. Get all your stuff from like Pro Wrestling Tees, your local favorite superstar. And then when you're done, you get to come home and listen to us live on YouTube. Probably someplace else too. I'm not sure yet. But definitely going to be YouTube. Those links will be up in the coming week and a half or so. But 7 o'clock, we're going to go live. We're going to have a bunch of special guests. We're going to talk about all sorts of shit. And then we're going to do what we usually do, is talk about Survivor Series. Because, we hate our lives that way. Especially this year. Holy shit. But we'll get to that first. Let's talk about another promotion.
Do we have to?
Yes, we have to.
Okay.
Wow, that was way too easy. Let's talk about TNA.
They're not existing anymore.
Okay, let's talk about Impact Wrestling.
Oh, okay.
Sweet. I hear they had a pay-per-view a while back that we kind of glossed over. What was it? A month and 2 days ago?
It'll be a month in 2 days.
In 2 days? It was the 14th?
Yes.
I thought it was the 10th. What else is new? I
Right.
don't know anything about this. So, Bound for Glory Actually, it was a show that I found interesting. I thought it was pretty interesting. Decent.
We'll get to it. I guess.
Here we go.
I guess I'll get into it. The opening match was one half of the Spot Monkeys, Rich Swann and Willie Mack versus Matt Sydal and Ethan Page.
It's a kind of a reunion of the African American Wolves. And, well, never mind. So, what were your thoughts on this?
It was an okay match for a house show, 2.5 stars.
Really?
No, I liked it. I gave it 3.25.
Okay.
It was a good opening match, which is what opening matches should do to get the crowd hot. But before we get into this in depth, this took place at the Melrose Ballroom in Queens. That place is smaller than the fucking Legion.
Yeah, it is.
Holy shit. I did not realize how small that place was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, ECW ran shows there, and it didn't seem that small. Like, this, I was shocked. I was like, because the first thing I think, because you watched this way before I did, and the first thing I messaged you was, holy shit, this place is tiny.
Yeah, it is. It is fucking... I don't know why they chose to run a show there, but hey, whatever
there were
works.
more people at the Legion, I can guarantee you, than there were at Bound for Glory.
Okay. I mean, okay. One of the things that people don't expect is that the arena's small, but it's tall. It's kind of like how the ballroom is that you have, like, the main floor, and then you have the first floor of balcony, and then you have a second floor balcony as well. So, yeah, it's not very big, but it's deceptive how many people can fit in there. But, yeah, there weren't that many people in there, that being said. First of all, let's talk about Ethan Page. Come on, seriously. Fucking Ethan Page is in Impact Wrestling. How fucking cool is that?
Okay.
I love Ethan Page. This is, I think, stop number 742 on the Rich Swann. I'm sorry I fucked up to her. I think he did a great job in the match. I think Willie is another great, one of those big guys that can really fucking move. He's been everywhere. I mean, Lucha, Ring of Honor. He's been in, obviously, PWG. He was a mainstay there for a long time. So it's nice to see that he got this kind of showcase match here. I liked the match. I thought the person that didn't make sense out of all of it was fucking Evan Bourne in there. Or Matt Sydal. Whatever the fuck you want to call him.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like, but at the same time, he was kind of like being, Ethan Page's like mentor type thing, and I don't know, it was weird.
I mean, I like the fact that they're going someplace different with Matt. I really do. I think it is refreshing new character, this almost pious asshole high flyer type deal. I like it. I just don't think it fit the match narrative per se, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
3 stars. I thought it was a great opener.
By the way, there was like no room in between the ring and the guardrail.
Yeah, that'll come into play
anything.
Later. Yeah.
Anything. So it was because the place was so small. I just couldn't get over how small the place was. Fuck Dave Meltzer gave this 3 3/4 stars.
Oh, nice. I'm glad, but still, fuck Dave. Yeah. Fuck.
He's already piece of shit.
Fuck it.
So the next match, or they took like 15 minutes to promote their sponsor, which I don't even remember what it was, like comduct.com. Whatever the fuck it was.
Holy fucking promotion. This entire show was all about promoting this one fucking product. And it reminds...
It's not even a product. It's a website you go to. It's like an off-brand Amazon.
Yeah, really.
Because I actually looked it up. I was like, I want to know what this is. And it's just stuff where you can buy, like, hats and, like, towels and, like...
That's great. Hats.
Like, and, like, you know, like, bottle, like, cups and shit like that. And
right.
The funny thing is, and even on, like, the ring... It had the Decomda.com thing. That looked so bad.
Yeah, it did.
That, like, it looked like the stitches were coming up from it periodically throughout the night because it just looked like it was sewn together real quick.
It probably was. They probably were like, we can't afford to toss out this pay-per-view. We need a sponsor now. Somebody pick something up. Well, I think our prayers are answered here, boys. Comda.com.
Yeah, it was bad. So the next match is supposed to be like an Eli Drake Open Challenge, and the rumor was it was supposed to be Joey Janela.
So funny you should say that, because it was supposed to be Joey Janela. There were rumors left and right that it was fucking Jericho, which absolutely never was going to happen.
Yeah, and the crowd was even chanting Y2J, and then out comes James fucking Ellsworth, and the crowd shit all over him.
It was phenomenal. I think that he was the one that got the most heat out of the entire night.
I was laughing so hard because the crowd was just like, but the thing is that it's supposed to be like a New Yorker was supposed to be like, you have to be from New York, and like Eli Drake goes, "Are you even from New York?" The crowd's like, "No, no, no." Then he said something about how he used to date a girl from Staten Island, obviously Carmella, and the match only went 3 minutes. It was a fucking dud.
It wasn't supposed to be anything more than a throwaway. It really wasn't.
Yeah, and then to get the new Hall of Famer Abyss on the show at the end, he pretty much destroys Eli Drake because that's how you do that.
He's just like, yeah, okay.
Beats a guy in 3 minutes and then gets destroyed. Dave Meltzer also gave it a dud, so...
Good for both of you.
Yeah, what'd you
give
give
it? 2.5 stars. It was an okay match for Russia. No, it was a dud. Fuck this shit.
Say, how many times do you want me to fucking punch you in the dick?
Twice, please, and a half.
All right, let me get the microscope out. Next match is for the Impact Knockouts Championship. Tessa Blanchard defends against Taya Valkyrie.
Johnny Mundo's girl.
And, like, there was some backlash. We'll probably get to it during the Austin Aries match about how, like, Aries called her chubby or husky or whatever it was.
Yeah, husky.
I mean, she's not wrong, but she still looks good. Like, some girls look good. And she wasn't, like, fat by any means at all either. Just...
I guess the point was that he was intentionally being disparaging to her in probably not the most politically correct way.
I mean, she's built like a fucking shit brick house. But, like, our brick shit house, if I know how to fucking talk. But that doesn't mean she didn't look... Still not a good-looking woman. Whatever. I think this match was great.
It was.
3.5 stars. This is the first time I've seen Valkyrie work.
Really?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you don't usually watch Lucha. Yeah, I get it.
No. Thumbs up, great, and obviously Tessa Blanchard is a Blanchard, so she can go. And the crowd was into it, and I liked it. 3.5 stars.
I 100% agree. I gave it 3 stars, but pretty much the same. I mean, the only thing I really didn't like about it was it kind of maybe that's because she's a Blanchard, but I thought that the matchup was should have been a little bit more one-sided than it was.
Oh, how dare they have a competitive match?
Yeah, no, well, yeah, but I mean, to be fair, I mean, Taya's coming in, as a one-off. Everyone knows she's coming in as a one-off, really. At least I thought so at the time. Obviously, that's not the case, but I guess my thought would have been, hey, maybe you should, work her up a little bit before you actually threw her in with Tessa Blanchard. But, I mean, as it stood, I think it was a good match.
Dave Meltzer split our difference. He gave it 3 1/4 stars.
Fucking asshole he is.
The next match is Eddie Edwards versus Moose iPhone. Pretty much a minute into the match, Killer Cross came down and beat up Eddie Edwards. So the match, obviously a dud. I mean, because it
was thrown out.
Wait a minute. And then, it had Teddy Long come down and be like, we're going to make this a tag team match, player.
With who?
With Tommy Dreamer.
Holy shit, Tommy Dreamer's back. Mr. New Yorker.
And the match was okay. I gave it 2 stars.
It turned into almost like a hardcore tornado match.
Even though they made it a no DQ match.
Right.
So, I mean...
I'm pointing that out for a reason.
I forgot the name of the no DQ match. I looked at my notes. So, it was okay. I mean, Edwards and Dreamer won, which, whatever. But
2.5 stars.
I gave it 2. You gave it 2.5 stars. Meltzer split the difference, 2 1/4.
Fuck that asshole.
Okay, so the next match is an OVE rules match, which is pretty much a Texas tornado.
Okay, so it's a no disqualification tag match. Gotcha.
Which is what they just had. It was Ohio versus Everything, which is David J. Chris and Sami Callihan versus Pentagon Jr., Phoenix, and Brian Cage. Sleazy?
Wow. I feel like the match should have been earlier in the card. After what happened with Eddie and Tommy, this kind of was like, oh, more of the same stuff. It was obviously a lot more violent. I thought it was really well done, especially the spots with Callahan and Pentagon. Holy shit. Everything was just really, really, really good. I gave it 4.5 stars.
I gave it 4 stars. I thought it was match of the night. Like you said, really well done. Violence. Brian Cage, I didn't even know was X Division champion.
Yeah, that was recent.
So he took the pinfall. Apparently, his first pinfall loss.
Yes,
and lost to Callahan.
Well, to be fair, it was all 3 of them basically beating the shit out of him before he finally. got him.
Well, yeah, I know, but Callahan got the pin. I would not have, unless they're setting up a feud between Callahan and him.
Which they do. They will.
Okay, so that makes sense then. I was going to say, I wouldn't have your only champion take the loss there, but, it is what it is. Dave Meltzer gave this 3 stars.
What the fuck is he doing? He doesn't like Callahan, I don't think.
Because fuck Dave Meltzer.
Yeah, it would have been 7 stars if it was in the Tokyo Dome, of course.
No, it would have been only 5.
No.
Now we go to Sleazy's most favorite fucking match, the Concrete Jungle match. LAX, which is Ortiz and Santana, versus... it's supposed to be Conan too, but he can't fucking work because he's like 90 years old. So they made it a handicap match versus Eddie Kingston, Homicide, and Hernandez.
Who are affectionately known as the OGs.
OGs, yeah.
Well, before we continue on, I just want to point out this. Over the last month, these two factions have been fighting in a turf war outside Toronto. I wish that was a joke. They ended up doing all their outdoor street fights literally outside of Toronto. In the most obvious way, it was Toronto because you could see the fucking CN Tower in the background. While claiming it's like a New York street fight. It was the weirdest fucking thing in the world. And then they killed a kid. They killed the kid as part of this show. That was like a week before they did the no DQ match at Excite. And then we get to this concrete jungle match, which is, by the way, a no DQ tag match.
Third in a row.
But who booked this shit, first of all?
Okay, so if you guys haven't seen this match, they literally took the ring apron off and just exposed the boards, which Sleazy loves to begin with. I was waiting for a reaction and didn't get it. Then, as soon as the first person comes down the ramp and steps on one board, they all come loose. And I'm like, they haven't even fucking wrestled on this shit yet.
I just want to point out to people here, doing this kind of shit is dangerous. Okay? When you're doing a no DQ match, shit happens. You go through things incorrectly. You shoot a chair. You land on something wrong, and it cuts the shit out of you. Or you could have some really bad injuries, like a back injury, because you landed on fucking a ladder wrong, or whatever. The most ridiculously stupid thing you could do is have guys running and taking bumps on boards that are not even in... They're moving. They're constantly moving. Holy shit! They're moving. I remember the first shot that Santana took. He starts running, and you can see the board moving over to the side. So if he misses a step, he goes through the fucking boards and breaks his goddamn leg at best.
And there's a referee a whole match trying to get a board that literally just came out of place into the spot, and he couldn't do it. So he takes the board out. What the fuck are you doing? Like, this is where you call an audible. Go, guys, go outside of the ring and then put the fucking board back in. Oh, my God.
Like, 2 minutes into the match, Hernandez fucking busts Hardway.
Yep.
Like, bad, too. I mean, this entire match should not have happened this way. This was a nightmare match. It wasn't good, either. And it was super dangerous. I'm not even going to rate it, because I feel like that to rate it dignifies it with, like, they should have done it in the first place. And
I'm the opposite.
I can't possibly rate something like that.
I'm the opposite. I actually gave it a 3-star rating because they actually went out there and tried to make a match out of this. As dangerous as it is, they put their bodies on the line for the fans. So I have to give them credit for it.
I give them no credit. Somebody should have stepped up and said, hey, this is too dangerous. We shouldn't be doing this.
I think they...
This is a man where one of the fucking competitors tried to climb up a scaffolding that was going to take down our entire lighting rig and kill like 25 people. Okay? These fucking guys are idiots. God damn it. Don't do dangerous shit. Homicide, you know better.
I'm the opposite. I gave them credit to where you're right. They probably should not have fucking done the match. I don't think they realized that the Boers were going to do that until they got out there and they're like, shit.
All it had to have taken was them putting the ring together, you idiots. They would have seen that it would have been a problem. There's the thing, is that not all rings are the same. So I to an extent I get it, but if you're planning on having a match that requires you to be on bare wood like that, at the very least you should inspect it and say, do I really think I should be doing these spots in this type of ring? Not every ring, so some rings have a lip, some of them don't when it comes to the boards. This ring did not have a lip.
No.
It just didn't. And why didn't you go out there and check it and go, oh shit, maybe this is not the best thing to do? I really don't get that. I was talking to other guys. This was like the weekend, I want to say the week or two afterwards. I was talking with other guys about this. And I'm like, who thought that was a good idea? But I don't know. I appreciate.
I'm not saying it's a good idea, but I'm just saying that they did it. No one got seriously hurt. Thank God. And don't ever fucking do it again.
Please. Take bumps on concrete like everyone else.
You're an idiot. And then we got like a mini movie with Cherry Bomb getting possessed.
Well, part of the reason why they did that is that they had to put the fucking ring back together.
I know, but I'm just like, what the fuck is this shit? And I think I messaged you, go, what the fuck are they doing with Cherry Bomb? Like,
I actually liked it. How sad is that? I was so pissed off about the whole concrete jungle thing. This actually brought me down. This is my moment to calm down and enjoy something ridiculously stupid. That was harmlessly stupid.
It was pretty fucking dumb.
It was, but it was funny.
Like,
there's a
dumb,
lot of stupid bits.
dumb.
It reminds me of the Chamber of Horrors match. You know, if you look at that match, it's absolutely the stupidest match in the history of the fucking world. Or not the Chamber of Horrors match, the haunted, what is that? House of Horrors match.
I was gonna say Chambers of Horrors match, WCW. You're making a WCW reference right now.
Might as well at this point. What was it? Was it House of Horrors?
I think it was the House of Horrors. Yeah,
House of Horrors. Orton and Bray Wyatt. Whatever. But that was a stupid match. Everything about it was stupid. But you had that in this sense without the actual match. So, okay, cool, awesome, yippee. It wasn't great, but it was funny.
Impact Wrestling World Title match. Austin Aries defends against Johnny Impact.
Holy shit.
So, this match was kind of stiff. I don't
think?
I kind of think that Austin Aries said that shit about Johnny's wife. It obviously, I think it was to try to get the angle over. I don't think he really meant it, but I think Johnny Impact kind of took it a little too seriously, and they just beat the shit out of each other.
This has been the first time that people have made jokes about his wife or girlfriend.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
That's a Melina reference, you assholes.
I want to get to the end of the match to where Johnny Impact hits Starship Pain or whatever the fuck. I think they still are calling it Starship Pain. Hits Starship Pain, gets a 3 count. Austin Aries just pops right up and goes to the back. And you
missed something. You actually missed something. He pops up, jaw jacks to Gorilla.
Of the crowd.
No. he specifically looked at Matthews and
Callis, yeah.
Callis, said some shit, looked at Gorilla, and then walked off.
And then you can hear or even see Impact mouthing him going, what the fuck, man? Like,
that's a way to put your fucking ass over. I did the job, go fuck yourself. It's basically what happened there. I don't think we'll see Austin Aries back for a while.
not in Impact Wrestling.
No. But that fucking asshole, he just keeps showing up. I'm serious. He'll show up in Ring of Honor, do nothing for 6 months, piss somebody higher up off, and then he'll leave. And then he'll go to Impact, piss somebody off after 6 months, leave. And we'll be back a year after his WWE contract expires because he's a fucking asshole there too. So he gets pissed off at somebody, waits out his contract, and shows up at fucking Impact Wrestling after no showing our event. Yeah, fucker. I said it.
He no-showed?
Yeah. He no-showed our show 3 days before.
Oh, yeah, you told me that. Yep.
Yeah, he said...
We talked about it on the show. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he won the Impact title right afterwards. You motherfucker. Don't you think I don't forget that shit, you asshole?
Oh, I gave the match 3.5 stars. I thought it was really good, but
yeah
that was kind of
great.
What?
Match itself was great.
But like it was just Meltzer gave it 4 stars. Meltzer actually gave the Concrete Jungle match 3.25. But anyway, it just anything anyone's gonna talk about this match is the end of it, and why Aries just fucking decided to be a fucking prick.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm shocked that they didn't see that one coming. I'm surprised that they did end up pulling the trigger on Johnny Impact. That makes, let's see here, he's won 2 world championships within a year under different names. Johnny Mundo and then Johnny Impact. So, I'm surprised that they're giving him the ball, but I'm glad. He certainly deserves it. I think this pay-per-view as a whole is a great way to really truly reboot the Impact brand.
Right. It wasn't a bad show at all. I mean, it had clearly its ups and downs and mismanagement, but it's still a step in the right direction.
Well, maybe we could have another no DQ tag match.
3 in a row.
God damn
wow.
it. I really don't understand that. But hey, I don't book shit. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So, usually this is the point of the show where Fatman looks at me and goes, well, you're the women's wrestling enthusiast.
You're the women's wrestling enthusiast?
Yes. So let's talk about Evolution.
Oh, okay.
Fatman.
Yeah.
You're going to probably hear quite a difference of opinion with me and a certain FDM.
Okay.
Okay, because I really believe that this show was not as good as people said it was. I don't think.
Okay.
You watched this, right?
Yes.
You got through it. Neither one of us saw the UK NXT Women's Championship match.
I did not.
Rhea Ripley versus Dakota Kai. Anyone who was there live said it was amazing. It was one of the best matches of the night, which is kind of sad, honestly, because it probably should have been on the main show. But you have to have some sort of opening match. You have to have a dark match in that respect. Just to keep the crowd going. So let's get into the I'm sorry you guys couldn't go to Saudi Arabia event.
Okay. Before we start, let's talk about the presentation of the actual show. Like, as in, like, I made a joke when I watched it going, WWE, Evolution, women finally get their own pay-per-view, but they don't have lights.
Yeah.
It grew on me as the show went on, but I'm thinking the crowd, which you can't even, Mez, we'll get to it about how you feel about the show, were hot the whole night. Why not show that?
One of the reasons why that's the case is that they brought the ring for NXT takeovers. It was the takeover crew that set up the event. It was the takeover crew that did all the lighting, all the camera work, everything like that. It made the show different. I like the fact that it was a little bit different.
It did, and I got, and you can hear the crowd, so that's good. But I got more into it as I got more used to it. I didn't mind it as the show went on, but when the first couple matches, I'm like, why aren't you showing this? Why aren't you showing the crowd? Like, but it worked. I'll admit when I'm wrong. Like, it worked. So
I agree. I mean, I understand why you would, why the show was kind of darkened. This is an 11,000 seat arena. It's not like it wasn't, some small arena that they were trying to cover.
Right, and they said it was sold out, so why not show? And that's another thing too. It's a women's show that's sold out. Why not show it that it's sold out? That's another thing. I was like, that's stupid. Like, but again, at the end of every match, they turn the lights up. So I mean, I guess that was okay, but I don't know. Yeah. But whatever.
Let's talk about some of the issues around this. Everyone called this the apology to the women's wrestlers because we like to do Saudi Arabia shows for millions of dollars. Do you really feel that was the case with this event? Going back and actually watching it?
Let's get to it at the end.
Okay, well we'll get to it then. Let's get into the card. The opening match, surprisingly, was Trish Stratus and Lita versus Mickie James and Alicia Fox, where the old school beginning of the women's revolution versus the new school of the women's Wait, they're all in the same era. Okay. Well, oh well. Alexa Bliss was there. Tag team match.
And by the way, oh my gosh, she was so hot. So hot.
Something tells me Fatman's going to love the upcoming weeks with Alexa anyway, because she's not going to be wrestling for a while, looks like. But we'll talk about that later. She was on the DL here, so she was managing Mickie James and Alicia Fox. I thought it was okay, I guess. Yeah? What did you think?
I think it was the most botchiest match of the night.
I would agree with that.
But I still liked it. I gave it 3 stars. I thought it was still a good match.
I gave it 2.5. Meltzer gave it 2.25. I don't know. It just It's just I guess it was supposed to get the whole it was supposed to get the crowd hot with a couple of WWE legends.
And it did.
And it did.
And I thought the match was still good.
I thought it was Then we get right into the Fuck You Battle Royal for a quote-unquote women's championship match of their choosing. Nia Jax wins this. Let me give you the list of people in here. Peyton Royce, Billie Kay, who came out last to begin with. Molly Holly.
By the way, I love their promo. Where they're like, you guys have weird accents. I was like, ha, that's great.
Well done.
Because they're in New York.
Yeah, because Anywho, Molly Holly, holy shit. Kelly, okay, who still can't work, by the way, after all these years.
Who is still fucking, I don't care. Gorgeous.
She is
still
good.
gorgeous.
Tori Wilson.
Still hot in her 40s.
Yeah. Sonya Deville. Amazing. Alundra Blaze. Holy shit.
Tony Schiavone just got wood.
Yes. Maria Kanellis. Holy shit. Carl Anderson got wood. Lana.
What?
Which you've never seen. Oh. It's a New Japan thing. Lana, which is anal spelled backwards.
Whoa. Don't take my gimmick.
I'm stealing it.
Don't take my fucking gimmicks. Don't take my fucking gimmicks.
Okay. Lana.
Anal spelled backwards.
There you go. Mandy Rose.
Hot.
Okay. Dana Brooke.
Eh.
Michelle McCool. Holy shit, Taker's wife's in here.
Mrs. Taker.
Naomi.
I'm only spelled backwards.
Carmella. Face Carmella.
When did she start? Okay, when did she start doing that stupid dance break shit? Because that's fucking awful. That's something that the divas would do, and you're in a women's revolution.
I would 100% agree with that. That was part of the mixed match thing. They were doing that as part of the mixed match challenge thing.
Oh.
So I'll let it slide only because she's not doing it on the main roster, but she did it during this match because fuck you. Ivory. What? Okay.
Hall of Famer.
Okay. Tamina Snuka. But nobody wants to say Snuka because holy shit. Ember Moon. Uber face Zelina Vega because it is New York.
Love Sabina. She's so tiny. I love her. I love them tiny.
Okay. I mean, yeah. And the fuck? Why is Asuka doing here?
Yay, Asuka!
Not only was Asuka in this match, she wasn't even a factor in the Final Four. Really. What in the fuck happened here? Nia Jax wins by eliminating last Ember Moon. This fucking Battle Royal was terrible. People were just... It reminds me of the Royal Rumble one where I think it was Sasha Banks was stomping...
Lita and completely
was it Lita?
missed.
Yeah. There's all sorts of weird shit like that in this match. Asuka tries to save it, but fails. There's so much great talent in here, and yet it's all being wasted. I could pull 4 fucking singles matches out of here, and a fucking good tag match out of here, too. Why?
To get everyone on the show.
Why? Why did you need half those names in there? You did
to make it seem bigger. It's for a 10 woman battle royal.
They could have called it a historic battle royal
with 10 women.
They've done that before.
No, they haven't.
Yes, they have.
Name it.
Though last time they had a Raw Women's Champion Battle Royal.
Never even seen it.
The one where Gail Kim punches somebody and then eliminates herself.
I don't even remember that.
Exactly. Exactly my point.
And this is an evolution, remember? So...
Yeah, so we needed 20 women.
There you go.
Whatever. The point is, it was terrible. Nia Jax winning wasn't really necessary, I don't think, but whatever. Now let's talk about a match that was really good.
No. I haven't even fucking commented on it.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
I thought it was actually not that bad. The one thing that I didn't really like is that all the new... Well, it actually kind of makes sense if you think about it. All the New School women eliminated all the divas. So, like, right off the bat. So
okay, yeah.
That was kind of funny. But I didn't mind it. It was an okay match for a house show. 2.5 stars.
Meltzer gave it 3.25.
Oh, what a dick.
Yeah, okay. So, now we're back on my side here.
I still thought it was fine. Watchable.
In comparison to the matches that were coming up,
Well, in the matches coming up, obviously, but for that match, it wasn't that bad. For a battle royal. And for a women's battle royal, it wasn't bad.
For a women's battle royal featuring
You're
a bunch
just pissed that Asuka didn't fucking win. So you're fucking being a dickhead. So fuck you.
I have my own biases. I admit that. She should have won. So she could be 2-0 in fucking
Battle royals and like 0-90 in
Battles
fucking
Royale.
and 0-90 in fucking championship matches.
Jesus Christ. God damn it. Remember that one time where she was undefeated for 2 years? Yeah, me neither. Let's get to the Mae Young Classic tournament final. This was a 10-minute, really nice match between Toni Storm and Io Shirai. I'll be interested to hear what you have to say about it.
It was an okay match for a house show, 2.5 stars.
Really?
No. This is the first time I didn't watch the Mae Young Classic. This is the first time I've seen both these women work. Super impressed. Super impressed by both. I think Toni Storm will be a legit star. I don't think she needs to go to NXT UK. She needs to be in NXT. And 3.5 stars. I thought the match was great.
I thought the match was great too. Tony bringing out the best of Io and vice versa. I gave it 3 3/4 stars. I love the fact that fucking Sarah Del Rey comes out as part of the entourage to give Toni Storm the championship, the cup, I guess you'd call it.
The trophy.
The trophy, whatever you want to call it, was pretty cool little tidbit. Because if you don't know who she is, she's fucking the women's wrestler of maybe the last 20 years and has been training everyone in NXT. I think that both of these women will be huge stars in WWE in 2 to 3 years. I think this is the great... Both of these women, Kyrie and pretty much all of the 4 horsewomen coming up, are going to be the next generation of women's wrestling, and I think it looks very promising because of it. But yeah, really great match. I thought it was really nice to see them all just literally, you could tell that they pulled out all the stops for this match. So, anywho, we need to get into the 6-woman tag team match. Bayley, Banks, and Natty versus the Riot Squad. Natalia's turned so many times, I don't even know what team she's playing anymore. Also,
she's been face for like 5 months, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Bullshit.
Ever since freaking Ronda Rousey started on the main roster, she's been a fucking face.
Okay.
So.
And then before that, she went from heel to face because she liked Ronda Rousey.
Pretty much.
I'm just
saying that you can't say it because she hasn't turned recently. So.
Okay.
Like
5 months. Thank God she's been, face for so long.
For her, it's more than a Big Show. Come on.
Okay, you got me there. It's almost like Braun Strowman. So, did you like this match?
I loved this match.
Really?
4 fucking stars, bro.
What?
Yes. I thought the match was fucking great. I was shocked the match was this good. To be honest.
I thought it was decent, but I didn't think it was fucking anything to write home about.
No, I was super surprised that this match was this good.
Okay.
Like, I loved how the Riot Squad, they even said in the commentary that they're all, watching each other's backs, and they all hit that, like, those tag moves at the end, and then the face team did the same thing for the win. It made sense. Like, oh shit, psychology, boom, mind blown. No, I fucking loved it.
Wow. Okay.
There was that one botch where fucking Sasha Banks was to go over the top rope, but she completely biffed.
Yeah.
But other than that, this match was fucking great. I loved it. I can't stress it enough. Watch it. 4 stars.
Okay, so to bring it back down to reality, 3 stars.
No. Fuck you.
3 stars. It was
fuck you.
decent, but I don't know what the fuck.
I love it. Decent. 3 stars.
Decent.
Oh, the match was awful. 4.5.
True, but still.
3 stars is a good match. Fuck you.
So, this is where we figure out which one is more off base.
Dave Meltzer.
Meltzer gave it 3 1/4 stars, so obviously Fatman's right.
Yep.
So, okay, I'll give you that, but not much else. Baszler, Kairi Sane, the singles match for the NXT Women's Championship. Whew. Okay. Once again, love this. Love this match. Love the fact that they called back to all sorts of shit. All the way back to the Mae Young Classic where they were the first. They were the 2 finalists of the first one. Hated the finish. Hated the finish. I thought it was stupid. I thought that this was not the time to do this kind of finish. If they were going to do a fuck all finish, I guess this had to be one. But I hated that. That being said, the match up to that point was pretty good. I gave it 3.5 stars.
You underrating piece of shit.
Yeah, here we go.
You're the women's wrestling enthusiast here. I've been giving these matches 3.5 stars. Like, throughout the whole thing. You're like, oh, you're a piece of shit. This was their best match. 4 1/4.
It was not their best match.
It was clearly their best match.
Not even close.
Easily their best match.
No.
Easily their best match. And I didn't mind the finish. It was a way to call up the other horsewomen, the UFC horsewomen, and it prolonged the feud, so now you have a match at TakeOver. Didn't mind the finish. Was it stupid? Yeah, it was, but it was a way to get them on NXT and to prolong the feud. So we agree that the finish was kind of stupid, but it made sense, and the match was fucking great.
Okay. Meltzer gave it 3 1/4 stars.
So I'm right!
So, Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair, the last women's standing match for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. Okay, can I start by, why the fuck wasn't that the main event?
I agree. Why the fuck was this not the main event? Like, oh yeah, because Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, well, guess what?
Yeah, we have all these years of women coming through for an evolution. That's putting the main event a diva and a woman who's been here for like 6 months. Because that's evolution. That I agree with. That's fucking stupid.
It was terrible. However, the match, holy shit.
I love how you emphasize the hoe.
And then the Lee.
No, just the hoe. It's a woman's show and you emphasize a hoe.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. I guess I'll take it. Yeah, why not? I'll take it. Fuck it. Ho.
Continue.
I gotta bring myself back down. And then go, wow. What a fucking match. 4.5 stars? I mean, it.
You same rating piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean, this was amazing. I want to say of the
this
two
got,
WWE shows that we are rating, this was the highest match rated out of both of them.
Easily.
By far.
Well, I won't say by far, because they just gave them one match a quarter star less, but no, this match was fucking the best match of the 2 shows we'll be rating.
Yeah, this was amazing. This is the kind of match I was hoping for throughout the show. was women that were just throwing balls to the wall just to show how well that women's wrestling has gotten. Up to this match, there really hasn't been. I'll take that back. The Mae Young Classic was pretty good too, in throwing balls to the wall. But this was absolutely what I was looking for in this type of show. This was what they should have been doing the entire show, is throwing,
So what you're saying is they should have had every match last woman standing matches?
No, I'm saying that a lot of women held back on this show.
I don't think they did.
I think so.
I don't think they did.
Well,
these two win balls to the walls.
Oh, absolutely.
But especially in a hardcore match. But I'm saying is, I don't think the other women didn't go. I think they didn't hold back. When this one, they went beyond and beyond.
Okay, absolutely. What do you think Meltzer rated it?
He gave it 4 3/4 stars.
Yes, he did, actually.
I already knew that beforehand.
Okay.
So.
Well, then you probably know why it's historic, then.
I knew it before even watching the show. I knew what the star rating was. So, but, yeah, it's the highest rated women's match ever for him.
Yes.
Which is stupid because I think Bayley Sasha was better. But that was a pure wrestling match. This was a hardcore match, and I'm not taking anything away from these two ladies. They fucking went all out.
I think that Meltzer gave it an extra boost because of the fact that he wanted to give some sort of highlight to this show. I don't think he actually meant to rate it that high, other than the fact to just put it over more than anything else.
I think we're a quarter star off, so I mean,
but he's also underrated matches beforehand, so that it makes it look like this is
okay. I see what you're saying.
What I mean? He's intentionally overrating himself, where we called, Bayley Sasha 5 stars. And that absolutely, hand to God, that was my match of the year that year. It was absolutely a 5-star match. He only called that a 4.5-star match.
He a bitch.
So he's basically telling us that match wasn't as good as this one, which obviously it wasn't. But for a boost to the women's revolution, so to speak, he's giving it that extra oomph just to say, yeah, look at what they brought to the table. But that being said, I mean, holy shit. Just, wow.
That ending spot, that was brutal.
What?
That power bomb through a table, and she went through the table, and you heard her smack that mat, and you're like, oh god.
Yeah,
and I loved it.
Terrible.
And and this is what I'm gonna put over Conrad Thompson here. He goes, why is it every time someone goes through a table they automatically like die? If they go ass suits for a table, they die. Charlotte didn't do that. Like she got up and she didn't get up. Obviously, it's the last woman standing match, but she sold like her back and stuff. She didn't just lay there and just like pass out and die. She sold everything, and that fucking I loved that. Loved it. And of course, who is Charlotte Flair's brother-in-law? Conrad Thompson. So
I didn't know that.
Seriously?
I did not know that.
He married Megan Flair like 3 weeks ago.
I did not know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. He calls Ric Flair Pop Pop.
Good for him. Good for him.
He is a Flair.
Wow. So we've seen a Flair in person.
Yes. Well, I have me up several times, but whatever.
We've seen a male Flair in person.
I mean, I have several times, but yeah.
We've seen a young male Flair.
Okay.
Okay, let it go. Okay, so let's get to the real main event because fuck that match. Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella.
I hate to say this.
Go ahead and say it was better than it was. I will admit that. Or better than it should have been.
There you go. It was a better match than what it should have been. Like, I hate to say this. It was probably Ronda Rousey's best one-on-one match.
Well, come on. What kind of matches she had? She's had 6.
3 stars? Like, this match was way better than it needed to be. But again, I fucking hate it to where it's like the Hulk Hogan thing. Starts off hot, something happens, gets her ass kicked, hulks up, wins the match. That's exactly what this match was.
Ooh. You know what that means, right? The Hogan formula still works.
Fuck.
The Hogan formula still works. If this match was better than by all rights it should have been, I gave it right around what you said, 3 stars. Exactly what you said, not right around. Some interesting statistics about this match. First of all, Meltzer gave it 3 3/4 stars.
What? Okay. We haven't said this trope in a while on the show, so I'm going to break it out. I hope Meltzer steps on a Lego.
Holy shit, man. I mean, yeah, but yeah.
Wiggles even agrees with me.
Yeah, she's laying on the bed barking at that. So, wake up, Doc. Sorry about that. So funny. So I got these ratings from Cage Side Seats. So there's a couple of little tidbits of information. It gives the Meltzer rating, which was 3.75. The ESPN rating, of 3.25. And then they had a Cage Side voting by all the people that visit Cage Side News. There's 566 votes, and this match received more 0 votes than any other match on the card. Now, I don't really agree with that. No. But most people that actually watched the match and rated it, according to these viewers, rated it 4 stars, which is really surprising. 4 stars, 3.5 stars, 3 stars.
3 stars.
With 10% of the viewers rating it 5 fucking stars.
Okay. Another trope. I hope those 5. You said 5%?
It was 10%.
I hope those 10% get Down syndrome.
Wow. To give you
or those 10% probably have Down syndrome.
To give you an idea, 10% of the people rated Lynch versus Flair under 4.25 stars. The same people that voted.
Wow.
Okay? It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Also, another tidbit is that half the people that voted on this poll voted Lynch versus Flair to be 5 stars. Which, kind of, yes. Not quite, but it's close.
Meh.
So, what's your overall thoughts on the show?
I fucking loved it.
I thought it was a great show.
As a guy who goes, this show wasn't as better as it fucking is. Oh, I thought it was great show.
It should have been better, though. That's the thing, is that
I have every match at 3 stars or above but the Battle Royal.
I have NXT syndrome.
I see this.
Where if every match isn't 4.5 stars, you didn't work hard enough. I guess it was the lighting that caught me more than anything else. But I felt like that there were a lot of times where they could have restructured the card better. They could have given different matchups. The fact that women like Asuka and Ember Moon didn't get a spotlight match, even if it was against each other, that would have been great. and have Ember go over Asuka. That would have been great.
Fucking Mark.
No, I'm just saying that was the kind of shit that they could have done and they didn't. I don't know. I guess it was just... I think the booking, more than anything else, marred the show.
I don't think so.
Honestly, I think Lita and Trish Stratus should have been in the Battle Royal. I think, actually, all four of them should have been in the Battle Royal. Honestly.
Meh.
But that's just me. That's my bullshit. And San Diego, go fuck yourself.
Anchorman reference, yes. You asked me a question.
Yes.
What was the question? If this show was
an apology to the women.
I mean, to me, they worked their fucking asses off, and to me, I think they worked their asses off to prove this is, hey, we're as good, or maybe I won't say better, but this sometimes better than the men. So don't overlook us. So isn't it an apology? It probably is, but I think they made the most of it, and I think they all worked their asses off.
I agree, 100%.
So, oh fuck you! You were just like, oh, none of them really worked their asses off. Now you're like, yeah, they worked their asses off.
No, I said they did a good job.
No, you said that none of them went all out.
They didn't.
You're full of shit, because they did.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't. Not all of them.
Yes, they did.
Asuka wasn't even a Final Four in a Battle Royal. There's my answer to that. Let's talk about Saudi Arabia. Why?
No.
Why
You guys are watching Crown Jewel on the WWE Network from...
fucking nowhere. Said all the Saudi guys in the front row with their fucking lounge chairs.
Okay, so this every single time they panded to the crowd on camera, they were all looking at their fucking iPhones.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Even little kids were looking at fucking like iPhone 10s. It was amazing. And I'm like, wow.
Did you know what the average price of admission was for this show?
I have no clue.
This is in U.S. dollars. $6.50.
So no wonder why I sold out in like 5 minutes.
Of course, because it's $6.50. I mean, yeah. They got how many? Is there actually a?
I don't know. It's not a big It's not like a big stadium. I think it fits like 40,000. I'm actually gonna look it up right meow.
At the
I'm so fucking hungry.
King Abdullah Sports City?
Yeah.
It can hold 62,000 people.
Bullshit.
Well, that's the claim. It's used for football.
Yeah, it's used for soccer.
Well, soccer, excuse me.
King Saudi University Stadium. And every time I click on the stadium, it gives me just the King Saudi University.
Nice.
Hooray, beer. Yeah, I don't see the total. So.
Really?
No.
I have it on Wikipedia. Says 62,300 something.
Really, I'm on Wikipedia. It doesn't give me a total.
It's not on the main thing. I had to go through the article to find it.
Oh, I don't want to read all that shit.
I didn't either, but I accidentally did.
So their claim is 62,000.
They're claiming 62,000. I'm not sure if that was it. And also, like I said, instead of a row of 80 chairs, there are 20 fucking I literally mean like.
They're like lazy boys.
Pretty
They're
much,
like
yeah.
They're like wicker lazy boys. Is what
They weren't
look like.
wicker. They're fucking beautiful things. They're like leather bound.
Yeah.
And they're like, holy shit. I don't have shit that nice in a living room anywhere around here. Never mind fucking at a fucking show like this. Holy fuck. Anywho, should we talk about the pre-show?
There was a pre-show?
There was a pre-show. And it was something we joked about before. Asuka's not on the show because, you know, woman and they don't like women parts.
Yeah, it was Nakamura Rusev. I forgot about that.
Knox on the pre-show. Oh, God. You're United States champion, ladies and gentlemen.
But there was no anal spelled backwards there, so...
No, so that was sad. Okay, let's fuck this fucking show. God damn it. So we had all the quarterfinal matches, but 2 matches that lasted 5 minutes and 25 seconds exactly.
Whoa.
Exactly. That was Orton and Mysterio, and then Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley.
Ugh.
So let's blaze through this. I don't even give a fuck.
Okay. Oh, I'm doing it? Okay.
Yes.
Orton versus Mysterio. It was an okay match for a house show, 2.5 stars.
Ditto.
Miz versus Jeff Hardy. Meh, 2 stars. Seth Rollins versus Bobby Lashley. Terrible, 1 star.
I give it a star and a half.
No, you're a bitch. Ziggler versus Kurt Angle. 2 stars.
2.5 stars.
SmackDown Tag Team titles. The Bar, which I didn't even know were Tag Team Champions. I thought it was still the New Day. Versus the New Day. Meh, 2 stars.
2.5. It was an okay match for a house show.
Miz is Mysterio. I liked it. 3 stars.
I liked it too. 3 stars.
Ziggler versus Rollins had way better matches. 2 and 3/4 stars.
Decent match for a house show. 2.5 stars.
WWE Championship, because fuck you. AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. It was a good match. 3 stars.
3.5 stars.
Wow, you're an overrated piece of shit.
Yeah,
Okay, now we got to get into in-depth here. Universal Championship. Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman. Literally all F5s. And Strowman got one boot in. Dud.
You're not even going to talk about Baron Corbin coming in and...
Oh, yeah, Baron Corbin not fucking Braun Strowman with the belt, and then Lesnar hit like 10 billion F5s. Strowman hit a boot, then Lesnar hit another 10,000 F5s and won.
What a stupid match.
Dud. It was a dud.
It was a dud, yeah.
Like, it was stupid.
It was stupid, yes, it was.
Okay, so we got the World Cup final, Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz. The Miz... Okay, so The Miz jumps out... Okay. So, the story leading into this is if a SmackDown guy doesn't win it, they're fired. Miz jumps... Literally goes through the ropes onto the apron, just takes a step off the apron to go down. His knee gives out. He hears a pop. He can't work anymore. And then, instead of bringing, like, Mysterio down from SmackDown, who was in the other semifinal match, Shane McMahon's like, I'm going to dress as Dean Ambrose during Crisis Dean Ambrose mode, and I'm going to win over Dolph Ziggler in 3 minutes.
Oh, fuck all of you. Every single one of you. You? Fuck you, Dolph Ziggler. You? The Miz. Fuck you too. Fuck you, Rey Mysterio. Fuck you, Seth Rollins. Fuck you, Bobby Lashley. Fuck you, Jeff Hardy. Fuck you, Randy Orton. And doubly fuck you, Kurt Angle. What the fuck was this? This is the most hilarious moment on the entire fucking pay-per-view. How? And I have a little bit of news on this. This is the best part of this. The main reason that WWE selected Dolph Ziggler to make it all the way to the World Cup Finals was due to the fact that he was lowest on the pecking order among the competitors in the tournament on the Raw side. WWE had to pick somebody who was going to be unaffected by being squashed by Shane McMahon. The fact that we, in the year of our Lord 2018, are talking about the squash match by Shane McMahon is enough for me. But the fact that they intentionally said, on that side, who should we squash? Let's do Ziggler. Is fucking phenomenal. And then on the SmackDown side, the same strategy was used with The Miz, was picked as a finalist because he was only one of the 4 on the SmackDown side, and WWE felt comfortable as backing out due to an injury. Mr. King of Safe style. Really? Not the man who constantly dislocates his shoulder every fucking time he takes out the trash in Randy Orton? Or how old is Rey Mysterio? Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Who by the way, makes this even more ridiculous, had a post-match beatdown by Randy Orton.
It's like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Which would have been more realistic.
And the best part about this, I thought was the best part of this, is that we have the finals of one of the biggest heels on Raw versus, or I'll say it, one of the biggest heels on Raw versus one of the biggest heels on SmackDown in a heel versus heel matchup. What?
Right.
What? Really?
Oh, no.
The best in the world is 2 guys from Cleveland that don't want to be announced as from Cleveland?
Right. Even though the announcers made Cleveland references.
Mm-hmm.
Stan Lane died.
Oh, yeah. Yes. That is unfortunate.
That's shitty. Not wrestling news, but wow.
Breaking, of course.
That's shitty. 95 years old.
What did he die of?
Old
95.
age. 95. Yeah, so instead of having Mysterio, who was selling injured ribs throughout the whole night to get taken out due to an injury, they go to The Miz, who was perfectly fine, took a step, and blew his knee out. Who, by the way, 2 days later on SmackDown, perfectly fine.
Yeah, because why the fuck not?
Oh man, I blew my knee, I heard a pop, and then he's fine 2 days later. Like what? Or 3 days later, whatever it was.
So we could announce Shane McMahon as the best in the world.
I think, yes, I know, like, Ziggler lost a squash match to Shane McMahon. I think it hurt The Miz more.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It was stupid.
There was something else that was funny about it. What was it? This was the first match he'd won in, like, years. Or something of that nature.
Who's Shane McMahon?
Yeah. It was like the first time he's won a match in like 3 years or something. I can't remember what it was.
I'm trying to think.
Because he lost the Hell in a Cell match
to Taker. He lost to Owens. He lost to Styles at WrestleMania. Holy shit!
Yeah.
And he came back in 2016. So the last match, 2008?
So it's been over a decade since he won a match? And we're assuming that he won a match that year.
Oh my god.
But it's okay, he's the best in the world now.
Oh my god. This is fucking hilarious.
So at the end of this big fuck you, we have the even bigger fuck you. D-Generation X versus Brothers of Destruction. I'm stealing your gimmick now.
Yeah, I'm looking shit up right now. So do the whole show for
okay.
Until the
Knock Rusev, it was 3 stars. New Day versus The Bar was 2 3/4. Mysterio Orton was 2 stars. Jeff Hardy versus The Mid was 2 1/4. Seth Rollins versus Bobby Lashley, 2 stars. Angle versus Dolph Ziggler is 2.5. Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins was 3.5. And match of the night. Rey Mysterio versus The Miz was 3 stars. Ziggler versus Shane McMahon was 1 star. AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe was 3.25 stars. And Braun Strowman versus Lesnar was 1 star.
1 star for Strowman and Lesnar? What a fucking asshole. So the last time Shane McMahon won a match was singles match was March 18th, 2006.
Versus the guy that puts everybody over.
Shawn Michaels.
Wow. That is just crazy. Yeah, is there anything more we need to say about that? He's the best in the world.
Who hasn't won a match in 12 years?
he's the best wrestler of...
over 12 and a half years.
Mm-hmm. So speaking of best wrestlers in the world that Saudi performers like to pay for, Taker and Kane,
versus
Triple H, Shawn Michaels. Sir, if you listen to this show, which I almost certainly am positive you don't, but I want to talk to you directly. Shawn, how much did they fucking pay you to come out of retirement? How much oil money did they throw your way? Was it $1 million? Was it $2 million? Was it even $5 million? I don't blame you for doing it, but holy shit. Don't ever get back in the ring again.
You're going to hate me for saying this.
Is a lot better than it should have been? What?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you.
I gave it 3 stars. I thought the match was fine the way it was. It was a good match. Triple H, you got to give it to Triple H, who pretty much tore his pec like 3 minutes into the goddamn match of a 30-minute match. And he toughed it out.
Are you trying to get signed to NXT? Are you serious?
Yep.
That match was terrible.
Nope.
The youngest guy in the match gets hurt. That we're aware of course.
So, he still was able to tough it out.
I remember watching Undertaker and Kane come down to the ring, okay? And you have Taker walking down the ring as slow as he can. He can't fucking walk. You could tell he can't fucking walk. And then Kane starts walking down the aisle slowly because he can't walk either. The fucking mass... I counted how many bumps guys took on this match. Actual bumps. That non-Triple H bumps. Okay? 9.
Huh.
9 by the 3 guys. Undertaker, Kane, Shawn Michaels.
3 apiece. 3 apiece. That evens
Kane
out.
took 6.
It evens out when you say Kane took 6.
I mean, it was just like, what the fuck is this match? 30 seconds in, they're already out in the ring. It was a whole fucking clusterfuck. The whole back body drop onto the fucking guardrail. Holy shit. Fuck you guys. I am happy that they walked away from the spot once they fucking botched it, though. But this entire match was just 4 guys going in slow motion. And the worst part is, this match lasted nearly a half fucking hour. Oh, by the end, I was just waiting for the bell to ring. I thought it was terrible. And I think Meltzer gave it more than what I gave it, which was 1.5 stars. Meltzer gave it 1.75 stars.
I gave it 3 stars.
Yeah, overrating piece of shit.
No, we've proven before, which means I'm right.
You are not right, sir.
I
refuse to believe that. You are not right.
You can't be in agreement with Meltzer. I'm right. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm agreeing with fuck Dave Meltzer.
So besides the Universal title match and the botch ending of that fucking World Cup thing, it was an okay show for a house show.
Because it was a house show.
I know.
It was literally a house show that was a broadcast. Because of fucking numbnuts there. Saudi government. So I want to point out Now, we talked at length about this show, why they shouldn't have done it, and why they should have stopped the contract and all that shit.
Okay, so I want to talk about it too. And we both said that they shouldn't have gone. So I took a look at their stock prices from the day of the show, which was a Friday, mind you, till the next Monday. Their stock was at like $70 closing that Friday. So it was technically after the show had already aired in the U.S. Closed at $70. Guess what it opened up at on Monday?
What's that?
$73.
So it went up.
It went up.
Now, keep in mind, they're over the past month or so, they've gone from 85 down to that, but it's been cycling over the past 6 months anyway. And they're trending back up. Their highest part of the stock is right around where you probably think it should be. You know, actually, no, it hasn't been that. When was this? It was October. Beginning of October when it was the highest. At $96. But just to keep in mind, back WrestleMania season, it was at $37.
Mm-hmm.
So, even taking the hit, it's still double where it was 8 months ago.
Right.
So, did they take a hit? Absolutely not.
No.
And part of the reason was that...
Just bad PR press.
Yeah, and WWE's weathered that before. They will continue to weather that.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing that was... I wanted to talk financials while we're talking about their stock prices. They wanted to talk about... They came out and said... Well, the Louisiana governor said this. That WrestleMania 34, being in New Orleans, generated... How much do you think in economic impact in terms of generated revenue?
$235 million.
$175 million. You're close. Right. This was a significant increase from the $142 million that they generated in WrestleMania 30. This is the 7th consecutive year that WrestleMania has generated more than $100 million in economic impact for its host region.
And that's why cities bid on WrestleMania.
And not the other way around.
Right.
$22 million was spent on hotels and accommodations around New Orleans.
That was us.
Yep. $10 million was spent by visitors at area restaurants.
That was us.
77% of fans that attended WrestleMania were from outside the New Orleans region.
That was us.
Here's the most interesting part about that. They stayed an average of 4 nights.
That was us.
That was, but look at what it did. What that means.
It's not all about, but that's not all about WWE though.
That's my point. That's actually my point there. So an average. So let's say, for the sake of argument, if you want to go completely WWE, what do? You go to NXT on Saturday, or no, it was Friday. Friday?
No,
Saturday.
Hall of Fame was moved to Friday. NXT Saturday, WrestleMania Sunday. If you want to stay for Raw Monday, or SmackDown on Tuesday, so it would be like a 5-6 night stay. So most people probably went to Hall of Fame, NXT, Mania, and Raw.
And that's if they were just. And first of all, that's average.
That's average, and that's
just
WWE. Yeah.
And there are other shows going on during the day on those days.
Yes.
So
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting to see how much of an economic impact WWE has had over the region.
And that's why other companies go down there for WrestleMania weekend.
I don't blame them. Fuck no.
No.
Let's talk about Evolve.
Huh?
Yes. Let's talk about Evolve.
We just talked about Evolution.
No, we're talking about Evolve.
Now we got to talk about Evolve?
Evolve, which is now Gabe Sapolsky's new pet project. Well, it's not new.
So you mean WWE's pre-developmental territory?
Yes. Officially, they've inked the new deal. So they're doing roster swapping again between NXT, Evolve, and 205 Live, which is pretty interesting. So much so that they've had 2 NXT stars win Evolve titles. Holy shit. Also, like, for instance, on Evolve 115, there's this... Who is this dude? AR Fox is now working for a company that's associated with WWE. That's probably as close as he's going to get, but that's beside the point.
That is orgasm to my ears.
The other thing is that all these guys, like the Street Profits, Mustafa Ali, are working these shows, are also bringing talent in as well. So if you're in Evolve, you're in theory in like Flynn to WWE too. So I can't wait. I really can't wait to see how this all plays out, because you're basically having, like you said, a developmental of a developmental, and I'm all for that. That's really tangible. I love that. So what do you think about... Oh, where was it? Shit. God damn it.
Sleazy botching as always.
Oh, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. Poor Cody Rhodes.
Shitty.
Yeah, very shitty. There's a possibility that he could be out for as long as Wrestle Kingdom, which really sucks.
Yeah. It's a knee injury, right?
Yeah, knee injury. They're still having it looked at. They don't know how long he's going to be out. Yeah, that's pretty sad. I did a little update on our last show before we actually went into our show, because I love doing this. But we kind of talked about Roman Reigns. He's been diagnosed with leukemia. He's literally in treatment now. I think the very next day after he finished Raw, he went for treatment. So, it sucks. I hope he comes back soon. It's made people spend years regretting booing him. But in all seriousness, I hope he really gets well.
Yeah, so do I. Cancer fucking sucks. And I think, and Conrad Thompson, again, I mentioned him, he announced something, how he's doing something at Jimmy's favorite or famous seafood of Baltimore, I think on January 11th or 12th, to help raise money for leukemia research. He's trying to get everybody in there. It's all a fundraising event. And of course, as soon as he announces it, people have to be fucking stupid and go, why are they holding a benefit for Roman Reigns? He has the money. WWE is going to pay for it anyway. It's not for him, ass wipes. Like, are you shitting on someone trying to fucking do a fundraiser for leukemia? Seriously? Go fuck yourself.
I don't know what to say on that. I really don't. If you want to, there's multiple different charities out there, specifically targeting research. I personally am a huge fan of the Prevent Cancer Foundation. You can donate to the Prevent Cancer Foundation by going to preventcancer.org/donate. You can donate by PayPal. You can donate by credit card, debit card, whatever you want. One last thing, and before we talk about this, did you hear about the news that happened with Psycho Sid? Did you hear about that?
I heard it from the horse's mouth.
Yes, you did.
Or should I say the ass wipe's mouth?
Oh, yeah, it was great.
The jackass mouth. The sleazy mouth. I heard it from you.
Way too Terry Funk.
It did. I heard it from you.
So you probably saw this in the news here or there on like Ringside News and 411 Mania All those lovely dirt sheets. But Psycho Sid, a couple weeks ago, booked for Excite. He was booked for a couple other shows that weekend. And last minute, night before, he pulls out. It kind of comes out, this is the claim, that he pulled out because he thought the promoter, Johnny Moose, was a Trump supporter. Now, first and foremost, Moose is a Trump supporter, okay? There's no denying that. He's open about what he's a Republican. He doesn't like other Republicans, but he is a Republican. But the entire story, A, was not confirmed at all. Second of all, no one talked to Moose about this. No one knows for sure why he pulled out. He's not made a statement on it. Sid has not made, he totally ghosted us. We have not talked or heard from Sid since after he said he wasn't coming. So I don't know exactly what happened there. That being said, we at Excite want to put this wonderful little thing to bed. We made sure that Sid showed up anyway. We'll put the link to the video as well as some news articles in the show liner notes here. But let's just say Judge Sleazy Jones decided to come out of retirement and bring back Sid. So.
Okay, so and I'm going to talk about it, because I was actually debating about going to this show. I had that night off. I wanted to meet Sid, always wanted to meet Sid. And then I get a message from you. You didn't know I was going to be coming, right. But I got a message from you saying, shit, Sid pulled out, we're fucked, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, holy shit, well, it looks like I'm not going. And then it came out, and I read it that maybe Moose was a Trump supporter. Get it? There's no secret. I am not a Trump supporter. I am not. But to pull out of a show that you were committed to and booked on because somebody has different political views than you is fucking stupid. It makes you look bad, not the other person. Who cares? This isn't WWE going to bet at Saudi Arabia. This is you don't. And Moose is a great guy. I met Moose. I've never talked politics with him. I don't like talking politics, even though I kind of do. But that's not the point. He's a great guy. So just because he doesn't, one aspect of his life I don't like, doesn't mean I'm going to pull out of a show. That's fucking unprofessional. And I've lost all the respect I've ever had for Sid, which wasn't a lot to begin with. But now you can go fuck yourself.
Here's the other thing about it. My favorite part about the story is the fact that nobody confirmed the fact of the reason why. Now, keep in mind, they used a post from Excite, or from Johnny Moose, saying, okay, which one of you assholes told Sid I was a Trump supporter? Ha 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 ha. And they took that
and ran
as
with
a quote from him as a legitimate thing. And it blew up everywhere. I mean, there was no substance to the story whatsoever. But here's the reality of it. Thanks, you guys. You gave us a lot of extra support. You know?
Free press.
Free press. There is no such thing as bad press, despite what some of our other colleagues say. But I really do believe that if we had that much of an issue there, we would have canceled the show, or we would have thought of something completely different, and we didn't. We did what we had. We did what we could with what we had, and we still put on a phenomenal show. And frankly speaking, we were better without Sid there. And I said as such on Facebook. So, just for anybody keeping track, fuck Sid. Excite's awesome. We're not coming back till March 29th. But we also did the last show at the Legion there, so that was kind of bittersweet. somebody got my ass in their face. That was pretty cool.
Sleazy loves to get his ass licked.
Oh, it was great. It's great. Fucking phenomenal. I can't wait to do it again. Anywho. But yeah, so fuck's it.
All right, and to close the show, let's talk about another sponsor. We opened it up. Let's close one. Dollar Shave Club. I recently just got in my executive razor, my shave butter. They actually did send me a sample of the One Wipe Charlie butt wipes. I have not had them yet, not used them yet. But this, and I'm not saying this because they're a sponsor, it is the best shave I've ever had. My head is a lot smoother. The shave butter isn't really like a foamy thing. It's like a little lather. You don't have to use a lot of it, and it lasts forever. So for $5, you can get your free sample. Just pay $5 shipping. Go to, what is it, TinyURL Shave?
Yeah, tinyurl.com/gear$shave.
Gear$shave. I keep mixing those two up.
I have it written down. So.
Okay. Gear$shave. Yeah, so go to tinyurl.com/gear$shave for your free sample. All you can do is pay $5 shipping. You will not regret it. But I think what their shave butter does, though, it makes my hair grow back faster, because I was actually told that I shaved like 3 days ago and my hair just seems to be growing back faster. Maybe it's the thing they do to make you shave more. But
Ooh,
you're the conspiracy theorist. But seriously, guys, it really is the best shave I've ever had. So go to tinyurl.com/gearshaveclub.
Awesome. Do you have any other sponsors? I know you have one other one.
Henner's Liquor Store.
Yes.
Duh. We're doing a thing right now on Camus. That's really how it's pronounced. Camus Cognac for a fifth. It's $24.99. Now, which is great. If you guys come in and you like it, what you do is you post yourself a picture, a selfie of it with the bottle on social media, which is Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram. Use the hashtag Henner's Liquor Store. If you come into our store and show us the post, you get $5 off your next bottle of Camus.
Wait, Fatman. What if I post the picture on Tinder?
Go fuck yourself.
Grindr?
Go fuck yourself.
Plenty of fish.
Definitely go fuck yourself. Social media sites, not dating sites, you jackass.
What if... Hey, I am married to my Camus. No? That didn't work?
I have a joke. I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, you better not.
I'm not going to say it.
But yeah, so definitely check out Henner's, you guys. What else? One other thing. Oh, live show. Once again, November 24th, 7 p.m. It's going to be on YouTube, probably other places. We're still looking at other ways of getting it out there, but definitely YouTube. Live show with video. So we normally send out the audio show on its own, but we do our live shows with video. So check us out there on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is youtube.com/sleazyfatman. You can subscribe and get notifications for when we go on air. And of course, on our social media posts, you'll see us put the actual URL out there. But seriously, check that out. November 24th, 7 p.m. You will not regret it. Our 6th anniversary show. Anything else?
No.
Okay, so with that, for Sleazy.
For the Fatman.
This is the Wrestling Show. Thank you guys so much.
I'm a truth that you seem to run from. I'm an army of one. I'm a clip in your gun. I'm the pain in the game, the bloodshed in your name. When there's nothing to gain, I'm the world gone sad.
preceding presentation has been brought to you by the Gear Network.